All right, so what you're listening to right now is a microphone test of the Oneplus Buds Pro 2. So next we'll switch over to the Airpods Pro 2 so you can see which one you think sounds better. And now you're listening to the Airpods Pro 2, same outdoor test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
So personally, I think both microphones sounded great and they'll be just fine in most instances. But I think right there in that test, the AirPods Pro might have done a slightly better job at filtering out the external noise that was taking place around me. But that's just my opinion. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about that microphone comparison. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charging cases. Both are super compact, easily portable. As you can see with the AirPods case, you have that smooth polycarbonate finish compared to the matte finish on the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. Now, both do support wireless charging, which is always a plus. And then aside from that, one key difference is the fact that the AirPods case requires a lightning cable, whereas the Buds Pro 2 case requires a Type-C cable. Now, both of these cases do offer tracking ability. So if you have an iPhone with the AirPods case, you'll notice that the case itself has a little speaker on the bottom. So you can make the speaker kind of chirp, so to speak, to help you find it if you've misplaced it around the house. And you have a similar option with the earbuds on the Buds Pro 2 if you're using a OnePlus phone. So if you're using an iPhone or some other sort of Android phone, you won't have access to that. But when it comes to tracking, the AirPods take it to another level, and they'll basically give you turn-by-turn directions to your charging case if you've misplaced them. Now, keep in mind that is if you're using an iPhone as your Bluetooth device. So as long as you stay in the respective ecosystems here, you do have some tracking abilities. Now, another cool feature that these have in common is the fact that both charging cases are IPX4 water resistant. We're used to seeing earbuds that are water resistant, but most of the time the charging case is not included in that. So it's nice to have that peace of mind, not only for the earbuds, but also for the charging cases as well. Moving over to the earbuds, very similar design. Obviously, they're both stem style and they both have the wearing detection feature. So that's going to be if you have both earbuds in your ear and you remove one, your music will automatically pause. And then once you place it back in your ear, it'll automatically resume. As far as the controls, both of these are using squeeze controls along the stem. And one key distinction here is that the AirPods are giving you access to everything, including your volume controls. So in order to adjust the volume, all you have to do is either swipe up or swipe down along the stem. With the Buds Pro 2, you almost get access to everything, but they don't give you access to volume. So if you need to change your volume, you have to reach for your Bluetooth device. So off that simple fact alone, I do give the nod to the AirPods in terms of controls. Now, really quick, let's talk fit. So if we're talking just regular, everyday casual use, either one of these is going to be fine. But if we're talking about intense movements like working out or hitting the gym, for me personally, I would lean towards the AirPods because of one simple fact, and that's the smooth polycarbonate finish. I feel like that gives me a little bit more in terms of grip compared to the matte finish on the Buds Pro 2. Now, honestly, if we're talking about working out and hitting the gym, neither of these would be my number one choice. But if I had to pick one strictly from these two, for me, it would be the AirPods. Now, when it comes to Bluetooth connection, we all know with the AirPods, you're going to get the best experience with other Apple devices. So if you have an iPhone, a MacBook, an iPad, you can take advantage of that seamless device switching between other Apple devices. But one thing that sets the Buds Pro 2 apart is the fact that they have multi-point connection. So no matter if you have an Apple device, a Samsung device, a OnePlus device, you can connect the two devices at the exact same time and switch back and forth between the two seamlessly. So if you're a person that's an Apple faithful, everything you use is an Apple product, then by all means, the AirPods make the most sense. But if you're somebody that has different types of devices, then the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 have that multi-point connection that you can take advantage of. So in terms of battery life, these are just about the same. They both claim 6 hours of use on a single charge with active noise cancellation turned off, and they both offer fast charging as well. So with the AirPods, just 5 minutes in the case will give you roughly an hour of use. And with the Buds Pro 2, just 10 minutes inside the case will give you roughly 3 hours of use. Now, when it comes to the charging case on the Buds Pro 2, if you plug this in for only 10 minutes, you can get an additional 10 hours, which is pretty convenient, especially in a pinch. So let's go ahead and talk sound quality. So starting off with the AirPods, I would say that these are just an easy pair for anybody to listen to. I feel like the mids and highs are balanced nicely, and I also feel like they give you the right amount of bass. It's not lacking, but at the same time, it's not too much. So no matter who you are, it's hard to go wrong with the sound quality on the AirPods Pro 2. Now with the Buds Pro 2, these do have a dual driver design. So simply off of that fact, they do have an advantage. And you will notice that straight out of the box, just on the default settings, the overall treble does sound more pronounced. It sounds a little bit cleaner, at least in my opinion, compared to the AirPods. And I think that's just due to the dual driver design. Inside of the dedicated app, you also have some custom EQ options. So you can choose from a list of presets, or you have the option to fully customize your own. And another thing that's new on the Buds Pro 2 is this bass wave option. So if you're a person that enjoys stronger bass in your music, this is definitely something that you'll want to check out. And a small recommendation would be to go ahead and choose the bass preset and put the bass wave feature on top of that. And if you're somebody that enjoys bass, do those two things, and from there you'll be good to go. Obviously, there are ways that you can EQ the AirPods as well. But again, going back to the dual driver design, I just feel like the Buds Pro 2 have more flexibility and range in terms of their sound. Now, if you're somebody that's into the technical side of things, with the Buds Pro 2, you also have high-res audio. So they support the latest LHDC codecs, but you have to have a compatible phone, which pretty much means a Oneplus phone. And I don't have one of those, so I can't really speak to how that affects the overall sound quality. Now, one thing that these have in common in terms of sound is spatial audio. With the AirPods, they've been known for this for quite some time. So if you have an iPhone, you can activate the spatial audio, and it's pretty much the same story with the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. They do have spatial audio with head tracking, but as of this video, it's only supported with the OnePlus 11. So let's go ahead and talk active noise cancellation and transparency mode. So both of these options perform very well in both of those areas, but the AirPods Pro 2 are noticeably better. So if your main goal is to block out as much noise as possible, whether you're at work or when you're traveling or just wherever, you're going to get better performance from the AirPods. And same thing with the transparency mode. It just sounds a little cleaner, a little bit more natural as well. Now, one thing that I like about both of these in terms of transparency is that they have adaptive transparency. So basically, if you're using the transparency mode and there's a sudden loud noise, you can hear the earbuds adjusting to compensate for that noise so that it protects your ears and your hearing. So I was actually outdoors the other day testing out both of these options, and it was really, really windy. And anytime a sudden gust of wind would come, I could hear both of these earbuds adjusting to reduce that wind noise so that my eardrums weren't just getting blasted with the sound of wind. So both of these have that option, and I definitely am a fan. So overall, which one of these is the better choice? And honestly, it just comes down to what you prioritize in a pair of earbuds. Is it ecosystem and compatibility? Is it sound quality? Is it active noise cancellation? So when it comes to those things, hopefully this video helps you answer which one would be best for you. I will have the links to both of these down in the description if you're interested. And aside from that, like I said, hopefully this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.